Hi, I'm Matt from HockeyReviews.ca, and this is the Warrior M1 Pro Plus stick snapshot review. So this is Warrior's new goalie stick that came out this year. I think it's their first double composite one in terms of they had the Ritual V1 Pro Plus in that line, and then the CR1 obviously, but this one is kind of their second offering. And this is the most disappointing video I am making in a while because I don't need a new goalie stick and I really want this stick and it bothers me. I have too many goalie sticks as it is right now and I can't justify buying another one, and this thing is just nuts. Okay, so first of all, comparison compared to the VR1 Pro Plus, which came out last year and was Warrior's lightest stick to date. So this thing came in at 666 grams for a 27.5 inch, but that equates to a 26 everything else. So when you see the numbers on screen right now, it's the same length. And the M1 Pro Plus comes in at 638 grams, and you can notice those difference when you're shooting with it. I noticed quite a lot. It's still not the lightest. As you can see, the Ultrasonic still beats it at 620, and the 3S Pro, which is $100 less than this, is 10 grams more. But with that said, so I never shot the Ultrasonic. I've only have my 2S Pro to go off of, and it shoots really well. I'm not a good puck shooter, so I want to say that right off the bat. I've never shot a goalie stick better than I have with the Warrior M1 Pro Plus. So yeah, so I'll get to that in a little bit. First, the differences between these sticks. They're honestly very, very different. The VR1 Pro Plus, you can see how it's like gloss all the way through. Warrior is using their Minimus G1200 carbon fiber, and on the M1 Pro Plus, there's like no gloss overlay. There's just like, it's like this textured blade that Bauer and CCM are doing on their player sticks. It feels really similar to that. It's on the whole stick. It feels pretty nice, so it's more of a matte finish. It feels really great, to be honest. And I think the cool thing, hopefully this comes off on camera, is like you can see the weave. It's not a perfect weave all the way through. Like you can kind of see I want to say imperfections in the weave through it. And in my opinion, it looks really slick. And I'm assuming that is done because they're not layering it as much for like a design layer coating of weave. It's just, that's the weight of the stick, and that's how you get less weight too. I love this thing. It feels great. I always thought Warrior has the best grips of any stick. So normally they do, what's their slide grip right here. The thing I liked about these ones is while it's grippy, I never had to sand it off with my all my gloves, where I do with the the CCMs. And I loved how it was ribbed on the shaft, so you can really feel where your hands are when you're sliding up and down. The M1 Pro Plus does not have that on the shaft, so I'm a bit disappointed in that. But I get why they're differentiating the two sticks. It does have the grip here, but it's not a lot. It's honestly a good amount. And this, in my opinion, this texture does a little bit of grip here anyway. So in my opinion, that's perfectly fine. The big difference between these two is besides the back of it, is the shape of the actual paddle itself. So the VR1 Pro Plus is a more rounded, traditional shaped goalie stick, where the M1 Pro Plus has a flat paddle, and it's kind of flat on both ends, and it bulges out right here. So it feels like it's thinner all the way through, and I believe it absolutely is. So it's definitely thinner all the way through. But it does bulge out on the hand to make it more natural feeling up here, which is really nice because it does feel like a normal stick, but when you come down here, it definitely is different. Now, one thing I want to say is I did not take any shots on me with this, so I can't talk about vibrations. I can't talk about anything like that. This is just strictly from a shooting and a tech standpoint. So yeah, I want to say I love the look of this stick. I like the use of this is kind of the alpha line colors now. I really like that. This would be kind of cool if this went to the covert line, and honestly, just name them that. I think they should name them that too, because that would make sense, except this is a low kick and this isn't. Anyways, but I really like the colors they use there. I think this stick looks really, really nice. I'm gonna go play with the customizer on it too, because there is a pretty in-depth customizer on this thing too, in terms of like colors and stuff like that. But just to take a look at it. With that said, the big difference between these two sticks is right here. So this cutout in the shaft, or sorry, the cutout in the paddle, it's to load the stick so it becomes a low kick. I'm not sure how it actually works, but it works. This stick shoots better than any other goalie stick, like I said, I've ever used. The 2S Pro is right up there, but this one shoots better, and I'm much more consistent with this one. So I always talk about goalie pads like they're game improvement irons and like pro player irons. And what that is in golf is a game improvement, or if you don't have the best technique, it will help you out, but you won't get like the most out of it. That's what these are. I'm not a good shooter, and this thing, I was shooting with this every time like really well. Where these ones I flub a lot, and the odd one I get a good one off. This thing actually felt like it flexed. And I'm going to try to get a video of the flex difference between them. I don't know if it will work. So if it's not here, it didn't work. But basically, this thing loads the force that you're putting into the shot basically for you. And while shooting this thing, it feels like it's a piece of rebar. So the difference is just ridiculous. And I was like, okay, am I just screwing this up? I grabbed another goalie stick, and my shots were pretty similar to this one. Grabbed that one again, and everything was like, oh, okay, that's working. So this totally works. This cutout works really, really well. And it bothers me because it works so well, and I want it really bad, and I really don't need it. You can say that a lot about things, but for me, with goalie, I'm not a good shooter, so I don't use like stick handle that much and play the puck that much. And so for me, spending the money on more money on a stick isn't worth it compared to, say, a new set of pads, because I feel like I'll get more use out of those. Where this one, my actual game will be very little affected going one to the other, but just like knowing the performance of this bothers me because it's so good. That's about it for this video. Again, I haven't used this. I was thinking of picking one up, but I can't, like I said, I can't justify. I just have too many goalie sticks right now. So if one breaks, maybe I'll do that. But for the time being, it's honestly, the shooting on it is just unreal. Like Warriors really legit done something really special with this, and they deserve a lot of credit for it. Bravo to them. I'm very impressed with it, and basically everything they've done this launch has been pretty impressive. Definitely check this out. At least try to shoot with it, because it's, like I said, I'm really impressed with how it shoots. It's starting to feel like the goalie stick market is moving to the player stick market, where new tech and stuff, and they are doing different shooting profiles. Obviously a low kick and not a low kick. But it's like you can feel the difference now, and it's pretty impressive to me. So thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you come back here. I have a ton of Warrior content for Ritual G5 set coming. So check that out. Remember to like this video, subscribe to YouTube, hit the bell icon to get notified when I make new videos. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, where I make small little content things. I'll have side-by-side photos of these and stuff like that. And remember, if you do buy a piece of gear because of one of my videos, or you want me to review a specific piece of gear, please reach out to the manufacturer, let them know. Helps get me on their radar, so maybe that will happen, and maybe I actually get to test stuff like this out on the ice. So thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.